What's up, everybody? Well, we're a little bit high there. Let's see if we go down a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. How you doing there, Joe?
I'm all right. How are you, Bobby?
Not too bad, not too bad. You had a busy weekend, I see, huh?
I did.
You did. Working. I had a pretty busy weekend myself, Joe.
I know you've been on the road for a while now.
We've been on the road. I'm so happy to be back. It's good to be next to you. I'm excited. We got a great show. We have all this cool stuff to cover. So many big things to talk about. I mean, the expo was fantastic from the amateurs to the pros. And let's kick it off with the expo. I don't know if you guys were able to watch Shark Talk, but I'm sorry, the Shark Stream all week. We did a great job. I mean, Joe was here in the booth, and we were just making everything happen. We were giving you the live version of what was happening out there. So many good booths, Joe. You know, a lot of cues for sale. Bart Rivesi did he had a great booth out there. Of course, our sponsor Viking was there as well,
Yep.
and that was really good stuff. But let's talk about the events, Joe. Oh, my phone just went off. What do you think of the events this week, Joe? So many events. We had the expo. We had the pro event. We had the amateur open, which is obviously the big one. 1,024 people there as well.
Yep.
The women's event. We're going to talk about that as well, and of course the juniors. Let's start out with the pros, Joe. What do we got for the Joe? Who won the expo? Do we know? Drum roll, please.
The first place went to Jason Shaw.
Dylan Perez, watch your tongue.
Oh,
Watch your
he's
tongue,
saying-
buddy. You can get banned from this page.
Bobby looks like he's.
I'll represent. I'll represent.
Wow.
All right. But what a great job by all the pros. Obviously, Lucas Picasso, Vernon. But who won that, Joe? First of all, let's talk about who won and what the money was. Very, very impressed with two things, Joe. One was the money, and
Yep.
two was the money for the women.
Oh, really?
Yeah, why don't you go right now? Let's do the men.
Let's see.
Let's do the men first, and then we'll do the women, because usually women's a lot less in most events, but not in the billiard world. So let's go. Let's go to the top. All the money winners, Joe.
First place was 10,000, and it went to Jason Shaw.
Yes, congratulations.
Very nice. Very nice.
And just a quick tidbit about Jason Shaw. I mean, this guy is an absolute machine. He had a booth in the expo all week. He was literally there from the time I got there on Tuesday at his booth, setting it up and then running it, playing challenge matches, 3 games. Actually, we did the Shark Bite with 2.0.
2.0 playing.
Playing Jason. We got a lot of hits on it. And he was doing that all week. And then he'd like, oh, I got to go. And he'd go in the pro event and play a match. And he killed it. He freaking killed it, and I cannot believe the focus it must take to beat the pros like that, and to do what he's doing, and he deserves every bit of that. But go ahead, Joe. What was the rest of the money?
We have Darren Appleton, second place, $7,000.
Not bad.
Third place, $4,000. Mario Ho.
Mario Heat.
Oh,
Yeah.
Billy Thorpe. 3,000.
Yeah.
Even fifth, sixth paid $2,750. Seventh, eighth, $2,250.
Yep.
Still not bad.
Who was 7th, 8th?
We have Oscar Dominguez and
Fedor Gorst.
Yep.
That was 5th, 6th.
5th, 6th. Joseph Spence coming in 7th, 8th.
Yep. Congratulations, all you guys.
Ralph Souquet.
Yeah. Ralph Souquet, phenomenal player. Ralph Souquet.
But 9th, 12th, 2,200.
Bang, 2,200.
13th through 16th, 1,800.
1,800.
That is not bad money.
Not bad. This is one of the most impressive things I saw. Let's go to the monies, Joe. Start with the bottom. Let's go with the bottom people first. Coming in at 12th. We got 9th, 16th, 14th, 12th.
Wait, we're going to the women's side?
Go to the women's side, because we just did the men's. Congratulations to all the men's. Of course, Jason Shaw for winning the whole thing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, so we got 9th through 12th, right? Or no, 13th, 16th.
Oh, 13th through 16th.
Yep.
Kia Bunwell.
Yep.
Emily Duddy.
And she is a local pro, and we're thinking about actually having her come on the Shark Stream and do a show.
Yes.
So you want to check out her page. It's Emily Duddy. It's out of New York, and she's a really, really good player. Up and coming player. Her play is actually getting really good of late.
Lori John Brown, Sarah Rousey.
All right, and they
13th through 16th, $1,250.
$12.50 to the ladies. That's not winning, guys. That's 12.
That's for 9th through 16th, or 13th through 16th.
Yep. Yep. And then we got 9th, 9th
9th
through
through
12.
12, 1,500 each.
Yep. 1,500.
Ashley Burrows, Monica Webb, Kaylee Montage,
Montage. Yep.
yeah. Brittany Bryant,
Yep.
9th through 12th, 1,500 each.
$1,500. And again, we're not even near the top yet. How much
Nope.
you think the top female got paid, Joe?
It's usually less.
We're gonna find out. It usually is less. We know Jason got 10 grand. Let's find out.
7th, 8th, Kim Newson and Vero Menard.
Okay.
1,750 for 7th and 8th through 8th. 5th, 6th, Allison Fisher.
Allison, the great Allison Fisher, one of the top players of all time. She was here in the short stream. Remember her? Great job. Yeah, and Carolyn Poe. Carolyn Poe.
$2,000
Congratulations. Good
for
job,
5th,
ladies.
6th. Not bad.
Bad. And then we got 4th place. We're going to have a tough time with this one.
Yeah, Taruko
Kuselli. That's a tough one for us, Joe.
Kuchulelli? I don't know.
All right.
I'm
All right,
sorry.
we'll get
I'm sorry about
one.
that one. I'm no idea.
All right, then we got 3rd.
3rd, $4,000.
4Gs, baby.
Joanne Mason Parker.
Nice. 2nd place.
Jennifer Barrett.
Beretta. Jennifer Beretta. One of the best players out there, still going strong.
Wow.
Another New Yorker. Did a fantastic job. She played a close match to the next person who won. How much did she win, Joe? First place.
$6,000 for 2nd place.
$6,000 for Jennifer Beretta. Congratulations.
And 1st place, $10,000.
10 grand.
Kelly Fisher,
the top woman pro right now, I believe. I know there's a couple out there in China that shoot pretty good, but right now I think she's definitely on top of her game. She's playing fantastic. Congratulations to her for $10,000. Very nice. All right, cool. What else we got next, Joe? The next up we got.
Now there was another thing that they had, 6-ball.
We had a 6-ball.
I've never heard of 6-ball.
Yeah, no, a lot of people haven't, and we really never played it that much either. And just to give you guys at home a heads up what it is, it's basically similar to 9-ball. You rack the one in the front, the next 2 balls, and then the next 3 balls. So that's all 6 balls, with the 6-ball being in the middle of the back. And basically, it's just like 9-ball. You're going to break. You have to hit the lowest ball, 1 ball first, and everything else, everything counts. You don't have to call anything, and that's pretty much it. So basically, you run, you make a ball, you run 6 balls, you win the rack. And I heard a lot of positive things about it. I heard some people actually practice the break and were getting so well at the break that it made a big difference in the match. So that's
I can imagine with only 6 balls, if you could put 2 even in on the break.
Yeah, even 1 for sure.
Yeah,
that would make a big difference.
Makes a huge difference.
It really does.
But 6 balls is still, I mean, for me, 6 balls is still hard to run.
Well,
it doesn't always lay out nice and easy for you, you know?
Nope. And these guys are the top go-getters in the whole amateur East Coast, and probably some of the United States as well. So they got obviously figured out. Do we have the people who won that? Or I know 2.0 came in. He placed that very well. Let's go. Let's see here. 6-ball. All right. So we got 5th. We got 5th through 8th. They got $450. That was going to be Cody Myers, Rashesh Vanilla, Clayton Davis, Shane Jackson, Taru Hakea. Sorry if I mispronounce these. Paul Crimes, who I don't know if you guys watched. That was the guy that 2.0 played in that big money match.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys saw that. Yeah. So he played. He's a really good player. Deirdre Norsedin and Oscar Santiago, $450. Congratulations. And that was only a $50 entry fee. And I believe there's no pros in that. It's only amateurs. Then we got 5th, 6th, which is $600. We got Jonathan Alstock, Cohen Ball, Manuel Perez, and Michael Matthew 2.0. Congratulations, all you guys in the winners. And then we got 3rd, 4th, the guy who beat 2.0, Jared Damalia. That is actually Ashley Benoit's boyfriend. He's a really good player, solid A-plus player. Good job to him. Congratulations. And Daniel Dagadat. $750. And then 2nd place, $1,000. Fred Goodman, the third. In 1st place was Danny Mastermaker. I believe he's out of Rhode Island. Good job by him. And that's the top 8th place for 6-ball.
So now, besides the pros,
Yep.
and that was an amateur event, correct? The
Correct.
six ball. What
Correct.
other amateur events were there? You had the juniors, and you had
We had the juniors. They had the women's,
women's senior.
seniors, which is 50 and over, and then the super seniors,
I'm
50
almost there.
and older, or 65 and older.
I'm almost there. I keep every year. I keep getting closer to that.
Yeah,
To
don't,
that 50 and older.
I'm at 50 and
It's
older.
tough.
Take your time, Joe. Hey,
Try
what's
it.
going on, Starstream Fan Club? How you doing? But yeah, definitely take your time, Joe. No rush. So we had that, and then we had here. So this is the early bird. This is the super seniors. Go real quick. 5th to 8th, Rio Fontaine, Edmund Rudigalano, Jim Wilk, and Jim Rhodes. In third, fourth was Al Musili and Flaco Rodriguez. Third, fourth, $350 each. Second place, Martin Cicia. In first place, Ike Runel, $600.
Now, what was the buy-ins for those?
Those are, I think, $50.
Oh, so that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, go out, have a little fun, $50. See
Yep.
what you can do.
Absolutely. All right, and now this is the big one. This is the one, and we got to talk about some controversy, guys. So you guys want to talk about this? This was a big deal, Joe. So basically, this is all about the Open. Okay, the Open is anybody can play as long as you're not an amateur. As long as you're an amateur, and it's 1,024 players. It's $80 to get in, I believe, and first place is $5,000. We have a winner here, right here at Yale Billiards. Bill Davis won last year.
Yeah.
But this year, Lucas Picasso Werner had a good chance to win it, and he got put up at the same time as his pro match. And
I was a little upset by that.
yeah, it definitely. I want to know what you guys out there, anybody listening out there, what do you guys feel about that? So, if anybody read the website, it said that they will do their best to not make schedules compete. But if you do schedule compete, you may have to decide. Okay, now I took that as they're going to do their best to try to not schedule.
Try and make it so that you can play in both events that you've paid for to be in.
Correct.
And you've obviously made it. I would say, within reason. They should have made some sort of accommodation within reason. Like,
so those
play after this event. I mean, you don't have to push it a whole day or later than that.
A couple hours. They need to do the amateurs a couple hours later. And one of the things, so this was about Lucas Picasso Werner. He didn't even play his pro event yet. He got to buy the first round. So his first essential pro round was on Thursday at 7:00. His amateur event was also at 7:00, but that was a match for the money. So, and that was not a little bit of money. It was $800. So Lucas had to decide, does he play that match to possibly win $800, or does he start all the way at the beginning and play his first match of the pros?
It's a tough decision. I mean, I would have liked to have seen him go to play the pro event personally, but he's one match away from an amateur event, which is obviously an easier event for him.
Yes.
He's not going to get, the competition is different. I mean, granted, he could have lost
absolutely
the round.
He ended up losing the next round.
Well, he did make it that round. He did win that round,
and then win the money.
But he also had his choice was basically you're out of the tournament because it's not a double elimination.
Single elimination.
It's only single elimination, or miss the lose his winner side by forfeit to play on the loser side of the pro event.
Yeah, and it was really stinky because he was going to play on the live stream against Christina Koch, who's a professional from Russia, and he had a great opportunity for a young player aspiring to become up the ranks to get some real airtime. And the two people who was at the expo that were in charge, they don't want to know nothing about it. They literally brushed it aside. They said, we did everything we could. They did zero. They did not even try. And so it was Lucas's first match scheduled at the same time as his fourth match in the Open. And it was absolutely, I thought, unfair. They need to stand up and do the right thing and say, if you're going to play in two events, you're probably going to be scheduled both times. You need to make a choice. Don't sugarcoat it and say we're going to try, or we'll do what we can. They did absolutely nothing. They didn't even think about trying. And I was really upset. I was as nice as I could be, and then I started getting a little angry with him because I didn't think it was fair about how they did it.
I mean, I think Lucas handled it pretty well himself. He made the choice to play in the to play. He got to still play in both, which
He cashed
I'd
in
have
one.
rather had him play that, and then if he wins, he's still on the winner's side. He still has that one loss to carry over if he does lose later. But he ended up getting to the cash in the amateur, and then he got knocked out the next round. But he did make it to the cash round, so at least it
He,
was
he did, but like I
financially it was worth it. He made some money on it.
And at the point, I was really upset. I didn't want him to make that choice. I
Yeah.
know he's there obviously to make money, but I wanted him to play on that pro event. I wanted him to be on the live stream against Christina because he is playing fantastic.
Yeah.
But you can't force anybody to do what they want to do. They're going to do what they want to do, and he made that decision, and it worked out the way it was. And that's basically all I can say about that. And again, I don't think it was fair.
I don't think it was fair
I
either.
don't think they treated him
No.
just. I don't think that I think they literally fudged, what they're saying and what they were doing. They did not, if you, like I said, if you're putting a guy's first match in both events, that's not trying to accommodate playing two matches.
Now, I don't know if I'm correct on this. Did they schedule that the day before, or was that like scheduled in the morning?
I don't know. From what they're telling us, that they're both the two different tournament directors, and they schedule it as possible. But would be, being around the pool business as long as I know, if they just schedule Lucas's match and his amateur match an hour and a half, 2 hours later, that's all it would have took. And they had people playing matches at 3 o'clock in the morning. They had plenty of open tables. They could have moved people around. They had so many options, but they just didn't want to do it. They even had a meeting between the two head people, Alan Hopkins and CC, the tournament director and the head who ran the whole thing, and they just decided they weren't going to budge. And we know they made decisions for people in the past. They made exceptions for other people in the past, and just it wasn't meant to be. It was unfortunate, and it was really a stickler. It really was. All right, so let's get off of that comment. So now let's go to the money winners, Joe. Let's go to the money winners. All right, so we got the money winners over here. These are the $800 winners right here. Anthony Plesia, Miguel Laboy, Javier Perez, Ryan McCrease, an Expo long hauler there. Johnny Sonaros, sorry. Chris Schultz, Alan Campo, Joe Scott, Shane Frost, Danny Mastermaker, who won the 6-ball, also cashed, obviously a good player. Jimmy Nove, Pete Bowman, Jeffrey Schaefer, Sal Medolo, Antonio Perez, Robert Pierce, how about that? Larry Ramirez, Ronnie Chestnut, Duke Lamb, Mike Salerno, Melvin Garcia, Michael Cumberledge, Devin Cross, Bart Zappa, Harth William, Joey Tate, Eddie Little, Nathan Childress, John Newton, Carlos Aguilera, and of course, the last up there was Lucas Picasso Werner. So those are all the bottom money winners. And again, this is only an $80 tournament. So, congratulations to those guys for coming in 64th. They did win $800. The next were $1,000. We got, let's see here. My phone keeps kind of moving a little bit on me. All right. Paul Sastra, Reggie Cutler, Mason Koch, Cameron Lowholm, Mike McLean, Dan Adams, Gene Rossi, Tony Rudy, Joseph Wright, Justin Pelch, Lance Fessler, Henry Chow, Paul Crimes is again the guy that played Lucas. That played 2.0, good player. Scott Reynolds, Chris Smith, and then Sean Bugasti. All right. And then we're going to go to the next one to $1,200, 9th through 16th. That's going to be Darren Bellevue, Julio Andres Burgos, Scott Haas, Brian Diezenbach, Edwin Garcia, Jason McKenzie, Ike Runnels, and Daniel Legat. Another good player, obviously. Talked about him a little bit. All right. All right, you got fifth place. All right, and I see a couple people in the chat here. Libby, Xavier Libby was right on the bandwagon. He knew exactly what was going on with that situation. He was not happy. He knew they obviously could have made a decision to help Lucas out for sure. All right, cool. All right, here we go. Then we got 5th through 8th place. Miguel Perez, Derek Swatzer, David Tickle, and of course, Darren Bellevue. All right, third and fourth place, Jomax Garcia, Derek Daya. Second place, Pat McNally, $2,500, and of course, Chris Bruner, $5,000, and he's the guy that beat me, Joe. Just so you know.
That's gonna be you,
Chris Bruner. Yeah, I had chances against him. He beat me 5-3 and 5-3, and I had chances. I absolutely had chances that match. I definitely could have played good. But we had 996 players. Congratulations to all the contestants out there. And again, if you want to go look at those results, you can go on the Expo site and you can look at all the winners. And congratulations to all the winners here. And then the seniors, we got real quick. This is a big one because this is another Rhode Island guy. The Rhode Island people are really, really kicking their butt out there.
They're stepping it up this year.
They really are. The Rhode Island guys are doing fantastic. I'm just going to go over the last couple here. I'm not going to go over all of them. Third, fourth was Javier Perez, Efren Morales. Second place, $1,700, Chris Sutzler. And of course, first place, $3,000, Raymond McNamara. How about that? One of the managers, I believe, over there at Snooker's Billiards. Plays really good. Played at our tournament when Mike DeMarco was here. Solid player. And $3,000 to him. Congratulations on that. All right, and then we got the super seniors, Frank Sorrento and Ace Autry, third and fourth, $600. Ed Mastrushonok, second place, $750, and Gene Rossi, $1,000.
So what makes a super senior?
65 years old.
65 years old. I got a while for that one.
Don't rush.
A lot of practice, though. I might actually be good enough by then to play in it and actually do well.
Don't rush, man.
20-something years of practice, I could actually do well in that.
That's right. You got to keep to it. You got to keep at it. And hey, I'm back on the winning streak. I won my APA match last night after coming back 5-0.
I heard the guy was sandbagging.
Let's go. I wouldn't doubt he was a 3. He played really, really good, actually. All right, now let's go to the ladies, Joe. This is a good one here. This is a really good one. Let's start with all of them. Let's go with Savannah Easton, Gwen Townsend, Stacy Barbeau, the U.S. Amateur Champion, gets knocked out but does cash. Rachel Lang, Wendy Snow, Sarah Archer from Rax Billiards. Good job by Sarah. And Jennifer Pass, 9 through 16, $350 each. Very good, very good. Then we got 5th, 8th, which is $500. Rebecca Murray, Teresa Garland, Kelly Watt, and Lisa Cassette.
Nice job, Will.
All right, and then we got 3rd and 4th. We got Nicole Nestor and Bethany Tate, $700 each. And then we got 2nd place, Joe. You want to read that name for 2nd place?
Is it Ashley?
Yes.
Ashley Benoit.
Ashley Benoit. Absolutely. Ashley. Way to go, Ashley.
I did watch that match. I watched it.
You watched it. I think a lot of people did. She shared it, and then we shared it on the Shark Stream as well. It probably wasn't her best match overall. Not to be criticizing. Very proud of her. She knows I support her probably more than anybody. I sent her messages. I was here with her all week until the last day, unfortunately. But she did a great job. Joe.
Yes. Well, when I first met her, which was when she first started coming here, was it 2.5 years ago? She was a 3. And
but she wasn't a 3. You know?
She was a 3 in APA.
Yeah, she was 3 in APA.
But it doesn't matter because she went from a 3 to is she a 9 now?
7, 8, I think, and 8.
Is she an 8?
7, 8.
She's an 8 and 9 now.
Ashley is definitely one of the top women out there. She's playing fantastic. I think she has an opportunity to go pro, Joe. I think she really does. She has the ability.
Practices constantly, from what I hear. She is always practicing, always playing, and doesn't matter the competition. She will play with anyone because she just wants to get better.
Yep, I agree. She does. And then first place was Tina Malm. Congratulations, $1,200 for Tina. Very good. And then we got the juniors real quick. Evan DeMella, 4th place. Noah Majerski, 3rd place. Payne McBride and Brent Worth, 1st place. How about that? Congratulations. And then this is the last thing I want to talk about. This, for as far as tournaments go, this was the Pro-Am Bar Box. That is the Pro-Am. Pro and amateurs can play in this. This is basically just a bar box tournament, which is a small tournament.
Yep.
Small tables. It's not in the big box like the arena. But look at these names. Jesus Atencio, Cameron Lawhorn, Tim DeRuiter, Sean Wolke, professional, 5th through 8th, $500. Third and fourth, Joey Tate. I think he's a pretty professional. Bart Sapala. Second place, Ron Rosando. In first place, another, this is a Massachusetts guy, Joey Dupree, $4,000.
Not bad.
That's a
at
nice job,
all.
Joey Dupree. That's a big win, man. It's a big
That
win.
is a big win. Now,
Yeah.
how many people were playing in that?
32 players.
32 players, and it's a mix of pros and amateurs.
Yeah, pro amateurs, and I think it might be like a five, I would say 500, no, $300 entry, maybe something like that. But good job by him. Awesome job, $4,000. I mean, excuse me, he beat Thorsten Homan in the NBL 2 weeks ago when I was there. He's playing so good. He's playing so good. Big things for him and Lucas coming out in these events.
So tell me, overall, your experience at the expo, how many years have you been going?
I only been going about 6 years now.
6 years?
Yep. I wish I went earlier. I heard about it earlier, but I just didn't go. And then once I went, I absolutely fell in love with it. I go with so many cool people, and we just have such a good time. If you're playing bad, your friend's doing well, you can go over there and watch them. You can go watch some of the top end pros. You can go watch, look at cues and look at the new things that they're inventing for pool. The bridgeheads and all that stuff. So we got to get you there, Joe.
I wanted to go. I did want to go this year. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
couldn't work. I've wanted to go since I found out about it. I've only been playing 5 years, I think, maybe.
Yep.
And I only found out about it in the 2019, and then COVID happened, and I haven't been able to get over there.
That was a big one. Yeah. I mean, we weren't there for 2.5 years. And, what the Shark Stream did this time is, and next year, again, obviously this was a learning experience for me. Next time I'm going to make sure I have an extra battery pack.
Yes.
Now just make sure I have a couple other things. But I mean, we did a lot of matches, Joe.
Yes. There's,
I would say 15
yeah.
in 5 days.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, we did 15 matches, and it was all different people. Yes, there was a lot of 2.0 matches, but that's because he was playing in a lot of them.
Right.
Lucas Casaverna, we got him as much as possible. We got Ashley in a couple matches as well. Robert, not Phil, sorry, Robert, Dave Gavish, of course.
Yep.
I mean, we got a lot of. We also got Reyes Gomez versus Mike. I forget the other gentleman's last name, Mike something. But that one's almost going viral for the Shark Stream. We got 15,000 people.
That is a good. Had a lot of views, a lot more views than even people than the reaches.
Yeah.
So, was there big money matches like on the side going on besides that? I mean, that was a.
Oh my goodness! It's if you've never been there, guys, it's so unreal. Like I try to capture with the video. You walk in and there's this big plethora of booths with all kinds of cues and everything you want. There's Jason Shaw's booth over there. You got Viking booth over here, and then you have the Predator table. They have a billiard table. Then they have the new Brentwood Predator 9-foot table on there. You can practice on. You only can use their cues. You can't even use your own cue on it. You have to use their Predator cue.
Wow.
And so it's pretty cool. So you do that, and then from there you go to just see table after table after table, and you play events. You sign up for tournaments. You have scheduled times when you're going to play. You can practice there as well for free. And then you go into this little room in the corner, and there's just 10 tables around, and there's just people gambling all day, every day, 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe one video I was watching, there were people actually there just betting on the next rack. Somebody was in a race to whatever for some money, and somebody says, "I want to bet this on this next rack."
Yes.
Anybody want to bet?
Yes, exactly. So if say me and Joe are playing, if I'm breaking and Joe's racking, somebody can yell out, "I want to do $20 on the racker." Not even know who this guy is, not even know who I is, and then all you do is say yes, and that's good. That's a binding contract.
Yep.
There's no, I mean, you're obviously not getting away without not paying there. So everybody has to pay, and so it was really, really interesting. It was a lot of fun. There was action matches going 24 hours a day, playing for $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, Joe.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
Big money.
A lot of money. I mean, we didn't get involved in any of the gambling. All we were there is just to stream the content, and I did the best I could to give you guys the quality that you guys deserve. Again, I am going to get better at it. That was not my first time on the road, but my first time on the road with those many matches to do at one time. And believe me, it's not easy. It's time consuming, and that's not only sitting there watching it, but you got to keep the score on the app as well. So you're pretty much locked in there for 3 hours every time you do a match.
Yeah, and this was the first time that you've streamed before, but this is the first time you've ever sat and streamed over and over and over
other
different
people.
matches, different people. And you're not really ready for any problems that could come up.
No.
So you don't.
That's why
like
you're
you said,
supposed to be there.
So with the battery, I mean, just running out of battery is a problem. I never expected.
Yeah, so I had a
battery.
25% on my phone, right? I plug in my charger, and the battery still went down to 0. I never had that happen before. It was just something else.
It's just not. That charger is great for normal everyday use, but it doesn't have the output. You have to have the right charger. You have to have the right battery. Hopefully, by next year, we'll have an actual laptop setup or a mobile camera, rather than something that'll keep things.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going at it, right, Joe? Yeah. We're gonna keep going at it. I mean, just like I said,
keep trying to get better and better.
That's it, man.
And you learn from everyone that you've done.
Make sure you guys go back and look at that content. Because we have, again, people you don't even heard of. Reyes Gomez versus Mike. I don't even know his last name. He's a great player. He was in 2 of the big money matches.
Yep.
You have Christina. What is it? I can't remember her last name now. The Russian girl, Christina. I'm drawing a blank here. Kachi. Christina Kachi. She's playing against Lucas and Mike.
That was good.
That's a professional match.
Yeah.
The people, you go back and look at my match, you can see how bad I played, how hard it was to play on those tables. But I mean, it was a lot of fun. And we got Connecticut Q Man said, yeah, they were flipping a coin for for $500. So how about that? I mean, they were doing gambling was just insane there. And I don't know, and somebody just asked, are they having an expo in November in Atlantic City? I haven't heard confirmation yet. Once we do the confirmation, we'll share that to you. And I'm sure it'll be just as big as this one because pool is absolutely blowing up, Joe.
Yeah.
It's getting bigger. I mean, I can do a shark bite and I'm getting a ton of views. I can do a match between 2 people. I'm getting a ton of views. We're just getting a great response. If you look at all our pictures, how many pictures did I take, Joe?
Oh,
a lot of
tons.
Pictures.
Every time I flipped on, I was flipping through all the pictures.
Everybody wanted to see me, and I wanted to talk to them, and we always had different opinions. Like this one would say this, and I would say this. It was just great to talk to everybody, listen to all the situations about the pool games, about the shark stream, about everything. So very cool, very cool.
I did see
Mike Saleh. That's it, Mike Saleh. Thank you,
yes.
Mike Saleh. That's his name. Great player. Great player. Reggito versus Shane Jackson. That was another big match.
Yep.
That was a $30,000 match. I didn't stream that one though. I didn't do the Reggito versus Shane Jackson one. I did the Reggito versus Mike Saleh one.
I did see one of your pictures had. I'm not sure how old the kid was. It was from the juniors event. The kid was probably 3 feet tall, maybe. But he had sneakers.
So that's a great point, Bill.
About this high under him.
That was not actually a juniors. That was actually. Listen to this. So if you guys go look at my pictures, there's a picture of Joe's talking about. There's a young kid. He's 6 years old, and he's got shoes with platforms that are this high, and he just got sponsored by Onboard Sports and whatever Q's Jason does again. I forget what I'll tip my tongue, but the one that Lucas might be sponsored for as well. And he's a sponsor. He was at Jason's booth.
He's 6 years old.
He's 6 years old, and he makes great shots. And this kid has a passion for the game. He's 6 years old, and he walks around, he laughs, and he makes shots, and it's unbelievable. Jason's teaching him. I mean, this kid is going to be a world beater, 100%. There's no doubt about it. 6 years old, he's absolutely going to be a world beater.
Now we had a message that says his mother made the platforms.
Yep. It was unbelievable. You got to go see those pictures. I thought it was
great.
You got to go see those pictures. I had to take them. There's no way I had to take them. And so yes. Perry Q's. Thank you, Brian. Yes, Perry Q sponsored them, and we're working on Lucas getting a deal as well. Lucas is playing fantastic. We got to talk a little bit about Lucas too. We talked about the controversy with the scheduling. But this kid has a feather in his cap.
He's still plays great. I mean, the competition that's out there, you're talking about people who've been playing for how many years,
Yeah,
and people that are already champions.
yeah, you're right. Mika's a world title holder.
Yeah, and Lucas played great.
He did. He beat him 9 to
take him
4.
down to get to the next round.
He did. He beat him, and then he also played Debreu, and he beat him 9-2. Rafael Debreu was a great competitor as well, and we were hanging out with Debreu and Lucas the night before they played each other, and it was people saying these are the next two guys in the Mosconi Cup.
It'd be nice to see.
So
nice to see. I want to see it for the kid.
That's the kind of respect we got from the players out there. They say these are the next two guys in the Mosconi Cup. And Lucas earned his first points towards the Mosconi Cup. He didn't win, but he got points for being in that event. And like I said, if it wasn't for that scheduling controversy, who knows? Who knows? He could have finished a little bit higher.
It's true. Having that extra loss really is a big thing. I mean, I believe you told me that when it gets down to a certain number of players, they actually go, even if you have no losses against you, you're still one elimination. Is it 16 players?
Yeah, so it's not full double elimination. It's kind of double elimination until you get to 32 players.
32 players.
And then once you get to 32 players, it's single elimination. And again, I'm going to give you guys a little more dirt. There's a little bit more controversy as well. I didn't even talk to Joe about this, but the players, I talked to a lot of the players. I mean, I was talking to everybody. Look at my pictures. I was talking to Allison Fisher, Kelly Fisher, Emily Duddy, Jason Shaw, Darren Appleton. They were all there. And what they did was after the seeded was after the double elimination was done, they took the loser side and clumped them all together on the bottom. So the winner side doesn't think it was fair because now Jason Shaw is playing somebody that's on the winner side. So somebody could easily not want on purpose to play on the one loss side to make it a little bit easier competition. And Jason Shaw said to me, he says, we don't lose on purpose. We're professionals. We don't, but you don't want to make the carrot bigger on the one loss side.
Right.
It should have been a random draw that I've never seen that before. And Allison Fisher was really upset about it because she had to play Kelly Fisher, where if they redrawed, she may have had a chance to play somebody else, and she was not happy about it. So a lot of the players were really up in arms, and it's unbelievable. It's just unfortunate. So there's your dirt on that. But I don't want to take it away from Lucas's game. Like you said, he beat Mika Inneman. For those guys who do not know, guys, Lucas Picasso-Werner beat Mika Inneman, world title holder, world title champion. Lucas Picasso-Werner, feather in his cap. How many people in the world can say that they beat that guy? Not many. Not many.
No, not many at all.
And I think the future is bright for him, Joe.
The kid's getting better, and he's still young. He's got a lot of years, puts in the time. He's going to be right up there.
I think so, too. I think he can be on the Mosconi Cup. I think he can be a world title holder. I really do.
I think he has the potential to, absolutely.
Yeah, he really does. And he has no fear, man. You should have seen him in the pit, playing with the pros. He was really well behaved. He sat there. Even though Mika was a little upset, he didn't shake his hand or shook his hand, but didn't shake it, very strongly. But Lucas handled himself very well when his win and his loss. We are all very proud of Lucas, that's for sure.
I know it's kind of a weird time with shaking hands because I have noticed that sometimes you go to shake someone's hand and you get into do you want a fist bump, shake hands?
Yeah, that wasn't about this. Was about Lucas beating him. That was not about that. He shook his hand before the match very well. And so good job by Lucas. Congratulations. Hopefully next time the situation doesn't arise where you have to pick and choose who you're going to play with, and just play your pro event. And I think he's going to be
every event he's going to do better and better.
I think so too. He's going to have his pitfalls, but I think he's going to have his accolades as well.
Well, he did good in Jersey. Placed in the money in Jersey.
He did.
Then he comes right back the next week, beats down or wins against two champions.
Yep.
And had that not happened with the whole losing his one loss, having to take it as a thing, maybe it could have been a lot different. But he played well, and we'll see big things from him.
Yep.
I have a good feeling about it.
Yeah. Brian says Mika's been playing more years than Lucas has been alive. Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
probably why he didn't like that beating too bad. I mean,
No.
Lucas played so good, and not taking it away from Mika. Mika made a couple mistakes. He didn't play at the top of his game, but I do think Lucas is going to be a world title, guys. You, the Shark Stream, and Neil Billiard is going to have a world title. We have a professional pool player now. He is. I consider him a professional. I don't know. What do you consider a pro, Joe?
Pros are a lot better than me.
But he now is playing for money. He doesn't work.
Nope.
So he plays pool, and he's working on getting sponsors. He's got local sponsors now help him getting the events. So as far as I'm concerned, Lucas is a professional player.
He is a professional player.
He is a professional player. So there's only one way to go from here, guys. He's going to go up. He's 20 years old.
Up.
He's 20 years old. He's got great eyes. He has great shot ability. If he learns a little bit with his speed control and how to play a little better safes here and there, I think the sky's the limit for this guy. I really, really do. Really, really do. And professional says Connecticut Cuban professional is somebody who plays costs for a living. That's what he does.
Yep. That's what he does.
He's
That's
a professional pool player.
He plays for money, and that's what he does for a living.
That's what he does for a living. Yeah,
That's his job.
100%. And he's got a stack of money right now. I mean, he made a lot of money, Joe.
Yep.
He made a lot of money at this expo.
He did well.
He really did. He really did. Couple more quick things, Joe. Can we check out table 4 and 8? I want you guys to see the new balls that we have. Why don't we have to press one of these buttons right here, Sandy?
Why didn't you ask me to?
So what do you guys think about the balls? Look at this. One of our sponsors here, of course, Simonis Cloth and Airmouth balls. We now have on table 4 and table 8 Aramith blacks, guys. What do you think? Look, that was the 5 ball going down, and they got the 6 ball. You can really tell the colors of the ball.
Yeah,
which
ball looks great.
The 9 ball looks great, and the 5 ball looks great.
Yep.
You can just see which ball it is. I think it's a real big hit. And believe it or not, guys, I don't know if you guys are going to like it, but as soon as I can get that gray cloth from the Moscone Cup, I am redoing table 4 and 8 in the gray because I think it just pops on the TV screen.
Yeah.
I mean, the balls will pop even more. And we're gonna once you go black, you go back. I think he may never go back, but Connecticut Q man making a joke on there. But we really like these balls, and we're gonna get that gray cloth on here. What do you guys think of that? Once it's available, it's not available right now, and I think the balls will absolutely pop.
I believe that's one of our sponsors on table 8, Don DeMeo.
Don DeMeo, yes, it is. That is a K Morgan painting. And he is happily playing on these balls, and we got a lot of sponsors that we're talking to. We're trying to go to the next level, guys. We want to really bring some top.
Is that another one of our sponsors, Wayne Harriman, walking around in the background? Got our sponsors on all these tables.
These guys, yeah, absolutely. These guys are taking advantage of these beautiful balls. But yeah, we're working on getting these sponsors because the reason why we need the big sponsors, guys, is we want to give you guys the best matches possible. We want to bring, Earl playing Shaw. We want to bring in Oscar Dominguez versus Dennis Orcolo. We want to put Allison Fisher versus Kelly Fisher on the Shark Stream. And the only way we can do that is with sponsors. So it's a lot of money, and we want these pros to make money, and we want to make this place successful. And you guys are already killing it as it is. And again, if you guys want to send stars, if you like what you saw today, if you like what you've seen all week and the week prior, I mean, I know a lot of you guys couldn't even send stars because of the way we had it set up. But we are eligible to take donations now. We have PayPal, SharkStream, Money, Cash App, and Venmo, and of course you can send stars as well. So if you guys want to do that, please reach out, send that stars. Much appreciated. We've been busting our hump back here. I mean, I got Joe calling him every day, all day. He's on the good thing he takes his phone with him to work. So
yeah, it's funny. A couple times I call the front desk and then I'm like, "Who's this?" And who is this? I'm like, it's Joe. I'm on the road. I need you to bring the phone to Andy. Somebody says we have crackling. I gotta get it fixed.
That's it.
So I'm even working while I'm working.
But let's go up to upcoming events, guys. The big one is the Matchroom World Pool Championship, May 5th to 8th. Lucas does not have a spot on that yet, Joe, but we're working on it.
Okay.
So if he can go out there with Jason, that would be fantastic. Hopefully we can. We're going to call a matchroom and see if he's eligible to play in that. I hope he is. Can you imagine Lucas going overseas by himself for a week? I think that would step him up a little bit. You know, get him a little tougher.
Yeah,
a little tougher. You know, he always
definitely something he needs to do.
Yeah, he does. He does. He's a great player. You know, he just needs to mature now and take those next steps to really, really get to the next level. Then we have the match at the Matchroom UK Open. That's going to be May 17th through the 22nd. Obviously, that's in the UK. And then the Big Time Classic, that's in the 19th through the 22nd. And of course, the Buffalo Classic is in Louisiana. That's the 25th through 29th. Always a great event there in Louisiana. The Calcutta is like 200,000, Joe.
I think we should find funding to somehow send me to the one in the UK. I have some friends I could stay with over there, and I would be happy to. I would be happy to go out there and film some,
there you go.
the matches.
There you go, guys. If you want to send Joe to the UK, let's go. Hit us up. We'll let us know we can do it.
Some good video.
Get you guys some good video out there. Let's see if we can send them out there. How about Louisiana?
Louisiana. Maybe I can find a trip down there. There is some good food down there. Never been to Louisiana.
Neither have I. So those are the big things. Of course, we got the U.S. Open coming after that. And don't forget, if you're involved in APA, our new season starts at the end of May, beginning of June, all over Connecticut. If you guys want to get involved in that, join up to APA, you can go to the website. You can stop in Yale Billiards or any of your local bar or pub and get involved in a team. Join a team. You play APA, right, Joe?
I do play APA. My team is here tonight.
Nice.
They are playing without me. They're all better than me, so I don't blame them. But yep, we're all playing tonight. I got the night off tonight.
All right. We're not going to keep you anymore. Joe's been talking way too much.
Way too much.
It's almost an hour.
Yep. My hot air is actually making it warm in here.
But again, I hope you guys like those balls on the table, and I hope you guys continue to like, share, and donate.
Check those out one more time.
Let's check out these tables one more time. Look at those balls, guys. Absolutely amazing. Joe did such a good job with the colors. They're pretty consistent now. Real quick, let's talk about the bunny hop. We got to talk about that. We didn't talk about that too much. But the bunny hop was a great event out of Yale Billiards, which we were talking about. Tell us a little bit about it, Joe.
Andy did a good job. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. It was a doubles tournament, all 8-ball.
I think there was 12 teams, 13 teams.
Yep. Was it race to 5 and then to 2? I believe was the loser side.
Yep.
And I saw some really strong teams that I was a little surprised at to see them together.
Marzik and Sean.
Yes.
Good team.
Good team. It was odd. I was watching the stream, and actually, when I saw them come on to the live stream, Andy put him in as the loser side, race to 2, and I'm like,
one loss
wow.
Side, Joe.
Or
one loss side.
Well, yeah, the one loss side. Sorry, the one loss side.
It's okay.
And I was very surprised, and I still don't know who actually dropped them to the one loss side, because
Don. It was Don.
Don and Steve.
Yeah, they beat him 3-1. Well, no, I don't know who knocked him to the one loss. They're the ones that knocked him out.
Oh, they were the ones that knocked him out. Okay.
Yep. And there's Sean. He's listening. We had a slow start. But yeah.
The two of them actually took down one of our tournaments, or one of the tournaments here. What?
They beat you and Dave, right?
Yes,
titles.
Yeah.
Yes.
State.
Yes.
It was me and Dave sharing, and they beat us pretty badly.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was a great event. And I heard that the last match when Hill, after the team coming from the one loss side, tied it up, and the guys had a chance. I think it was Pat Gaudio had a straight in shot on the 8-ball, and you can watch it on the shark stream, and he followed in.
Yeah.
And that's how they lost the tournament. So heartbreaker, but so exciting. I mean, you can't beat that. 12, 13 teams. Everybody had a great time, I'm sure. We had the Easter egg hunt. Hopefully, Sean won some things on the Easter egg hunt, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully, once you guys won some free stuff, we gave a lot of cool prizes away. And keep you guys' ears open. We're going to do a lot more new things as well. So, all right, let's stop talking, Joe. We got to get these people out of here. Let's